Picture this. The greatest golfer of a generation divorces Nike after 27 years and $500 million. Just weeks later, he launches his own brand with a name so weird that the internet immediately roasts it. The logo? A jumping tiger that's already being sued by not one, but two companies. And the prices? $175 for a polo shirt and $50 for a freaking ball marker. So here's the million, or should I say $100 million question. Is Tiger Woods' Sunday Red actually selling? Or is this just an expensive vanity project for a billionaire with nothing left to prove? Welcome to the most fascinating brand launch in golf history. Act 1, the messy divorce. Let's rewind here for a minute. January 8th, 2024, Tiger Woods posts on social media that he's ending his partnership with Nike. Not extending it, not renegotiating it, ending it after 27 years. The golf world collectively lost its mind. This wasn't just any sponsorship. This was one of the most iconic partnerships in sports history, right up there with Jordan and Nike, Beckham and Adidas. Tiger reportedly earned somewhere between $500 million to $660 million from Nike over those 27 years. The swoosh and the TW logo were basically synonymous. But here's what most people don't know. Nike had already been slowly backing away from golf. In 2016, they stopped making golf equipment entirely. Clubs, balls, all gone. They were scaling back, focusing on basketball and running. And Tiger wasn't playing much anymore since his 2021 car crash. He played maybe 7 official PGA Tour events over 3.5 years. Some insiders speculate Nike wanted to phase out of golf entirely. Others suggest they tried to turn Tiger into the Jordan brand of golf, but it never quite caught fire the same way. According to a former Nike brand marketing director named Jordan Rogers, there might have been something even more personal at play. Remember that 2014 Nike commercial called Ripple, where they basically positioned Rory McIlroy as the next Tiger? Rogers thinks that Tiger never forgot that. I think he was like, you guys want to pass the torch to Rory? You guys think I'm done? And then there's the shoe situation. After his car crash, Tiger quietly switched to FootJoy shoes while still under contract with Nike. That's not normal. Rogers speculates something got in that guy's brain that a Nike shoe was no longer the thing that made his foot feel right. For a golfer as meticulous as Tiger, a guy who can feel the difference of fractions of an ounce in club weight, that's everything. The split was announced as amicable. Tiger thanked Phil Knight. Nike thanked Tiger. Everyone said nice things. But when both parties are that polite, you know there's more to the story. Act 2, 3 words that broke the internet. February 12th, 2024. Tiger Woods stands in front of a crowd at Pacific Palisades and reveals Sunday Red. Not Sunday Red, Sunday Red. 3 separate words. The internet immediately went nuclear. What the hell does Sunday Red even mean? Golf Twitter was ruthless. One user wrote, reasons I'll be losing sleep tonight? 1. The logo patch isn't centered. 2. Sunday is now 2 words. The official explanation? There is a special power in 3s. Calling it Sunday Red was a fun way for us to create something completely different and unexpected. Yeah, definitely unexpected. The logo wasn't much better received. It's a skeletal tiger made of 15 stripes, one for each of Tiger's major championships, stretched across those 3 words. People immediately compared it to the Slazenger logo, a knockoff from The Apprentice, basically anything except fetch. But here's where it gets interesting. Tiger doesn't care. This is a guy who's been told his entire career what to wear, down to the exact shade of red. For the first time in 3 decades, he has total creative control. And if he wants to split Sunday into 2 words because of some mystical belief in the power of 3, well, he's Tiger Woods and he can do whatever he wants. The red story, at least, is legitimately cool. Tiger's mom, born in Thailand, told young Eldrick that red was the power color as a Capricorn. He wore it as a junior golfer and won tournaments. Then he tried wearing blue to spite her, and spoiler alert, he didn't win those tournaments. So, mom is always right, as Tiger explained on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And let's be real, Sunday Red is Tiger Woods. It's one of the most iconic looks in all of sports. Seeing that red polo on a Sunday meant history was about to happen. Act 3, the $660 million question. So why leave all that Nike money on the table? Well, first, let's establish something. Tiger is already obscenely wealthy. Forbes estimated he earned $77.2 million in 2023, with $65 million coming from off-course endorsements and another $12 million just for being Tiger Woods, thanks to the PGA Tour's Player Impact Program. The Nike deal that ended was reportedly worth $200 million over 10 years. Signed in 2013, that's $20 million annually. Nice. Not bad. I would take it too. But Tiger's not exactly shopping at Costco yet. What Tiger wanted, what he demanded, was control, equity, and legacy. Look at the pattern. Roger Federer left Nike for a $300 million deal with Uniqlo. Then he took an equity stake in On Running worth over $200 million. Tom Brady launched his own brand, Brady. Athletes are realizing they don't need to be brand ambassadors, they can be the brand itself. Sunday Red is a joint venture with TaylorMade, Tiger's club sponsor since 2017, but it operates as a completely separate business unit. It has its own headquarters in San Clemente, about 30 minutes from TaylorMade's Carlsbad headquarters, its own design team, its own staff. The brand president, Brad Blankenship, came from Quicksilver, the design director from RVCA. These are action sports industry veterans, not golf industry insiders. Tiger is involved in everything. We're talking about the depths of pockets, the size of belt loops, the exact feel of logos, so you won't feel it when wearing the shirt. According to Kahe Moye, Sunday Red's senior creative director, his input has been invaluable in helping us create and fine-tune our products. One product manager revealed that Tiger tested sweaters looking for something that doesn't create any restriction in his swing. They designed 3D knit cashmere with extra stretch in specific zones. For a regular hoodie, that chain stitch design everyone loves, Tiger approved it personally. This is a guy who spent 40 million steps on golf courses. Yes, someone calculated that. And he's putting every one of those insights into the product. So, is it about money? Probably not primarily. Is it about control? Absolutely. Is it about legacy? Probably. Tiger wants the Jordan brand of golf. He wants something that outlasts his playing career. He wants, as the TaylorMade CEO David Abela said, to become a top 3 golf brand by 2027. Act 4, the price is wrong? All right, let's talk about the elephant in the clubhouse. Sunday Red is expensive. $115 to $175 for a polo, $250 for shoes, $50 for a ball marker. Yes, $50 for essentially a poker chip with a tiger on it. The Cashmere collection, $250 to $375 per piece. The internet had some thoughts about this. I was planning on sending my firstborn to college, but I'm buying this sweatshirt instead, one fan sarcastically posted when the Cashmere collection dropped. I love Tiger to death, but nah, the price of a ball marker made me tune out, wrote another. But Sunday Red isn't apologizing. They call it athluxury, athletic luxury. It's meant to seamlessly transition to any destination that may be ventured, according to their announcement. Translation, this isn't for your average weekend warrior hacker. This is for people who summer in the Hamptons and winter in Palm Beach. Yet, here's the fascinating thing. It's selling. On May 1st, 2024, when the first drop went live, several items sold out within hours. The Delta PA Polo, that peachy hunter color, gone in all sizes. The $135 chain stitch hoodies, according to Scott Frost, Sunday Red's marketing director, they're the clear winner. Every time we introduce new colors, they sell out. The projections are wild. $25 million in sales by the end of 2024, then $80 to $100 million in 2025, and over $200 million annually by 2026. For context, that would make Sunday Red a serious player in the golf apparel market within just 2 years. Nike Golf at its peak was doing around $700 million annually before they started scaling back. But there's a legitimate question about the target demographic. Who exactly is buying this? The die-hard Tiger fans will follow him anywhere, that's obvious. But the everyday golfer, the 20 handicapper playing municipal courses, they're probably not dropping $175 on a polo. One golf industry analyst put it perfectly. I don't know that the everyday golfer cares enough to do so. The comparison to LeBron James leaving Cleveland is apt. Some fans stayed loyal to the player, others stayed loyal to the team. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Tiger isn't moving Nike merchandise the way he used to. Even with nostalgia, even with heavily discounted retro shoes, Nike's Tiger gear is collecting dust on digital shelves. So, Sunday Red might be betting on a different audience entirely. the affluent golfer who wants to feel like Tiger, the executive who needs a premium brand for client rounds, the collector who will pay anything for exclusivity. It's not Walmart, it's Whole Foods. Act 5, the legal catfight. Just when you thought the story couldn't get more interesting, enter the lawsuits. First up, Tiger Air. Never heard of them? Neither have most people. They're a Louisiana company that makes cooling products for athletes, things like fans that attach to hat bills. They also happen to have a logo featuring a leaping tiger. In September 2024, Tiger Air filed an opposition claiming Sunday Red unlawfully hijacked their logo. The company argued this would create consumer confusion between their cooling products and Tiger's golf apparel. Tiger's team didn't back down. They countersued, arguing that Tiger Air was attempting to extract an unwarranted financial windfall from a larger, more successful brand. The case is still pending in federal court. But wait, there's more. January 2nd, 2025, Puma, yes, that Puma, the massive German athletic company, files their own opposition. Their argument? Sunday Red's leaping tiger is too similar to Puma's iconic leaping cat logo that they've used since 1969. Due to the confusing similarities of the marks, consumer confusion is likely between the challenged marks and the leaping cat logo, Puma claimed in their filing. TaylorMade's response? We feel very confident in our trademarks and logos. Trademark attorney Josh Gerben called it a real fight and noted, anytime you have open litigation, you can lose. The irony is delicious. Tiger creates a brand called Sunday Red with a tiger logo. I mean, his nickname is Tiger. And now he's fighting two separate lawsuits over whether a tiger logo is too tiger-like. A Harvard law professor noted that while Puma's cat and Tiger's tiger are both big cats in similar positions, the outcome is uncertain. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office is notoriously unpredictable. These cases could cost millions in legal fees. They might not be resolved until 2026 or later, and there's a real possibility that Sunday Red might have to modify or completely redesign their logo. Imagine explaining to Tiger Woods that he needs to change his tiger logo because of Puma. That's a conversation I'd pay to witness. Act 6, the details that matter. Let's get into the weeds for a second, because this is where Sunday Red either proves it's special or reveals itself as just another celebrity cash grab. The Pioneer Cypress golf shoe, their first footwear offering at $250, is genuinely impressive. It features full-grain waterproof leather, a calfskin leather lining, 2 removable footbeds, including one with massage nubs, and a 9-cleat outsole. One golf equipment reviewer called it the most premium golf shoe I've ever seen and noted it literally passes my sniff test. Nothing beats the smell of real leather and fresh glue. The 3D knit technology they use for sweaters, it's constructed from a single strand of yarn without seams, creating stretch zones exactly where Tiger needs them for his swing. No restriction, no tugging, no excuses. The logos on polos are made from a high-density soft silicone, specifically so you won't feel it when wearing it, a Tiger requirement. Even their accessories are extra. The bag of tees includes 2 different lengths, Tiger's preferred standard and long sizes, for optimized performance with different clubs and shots, because of course it does. And by the way, it's $20. The chain stitch hoodie everyone loves, it combines a soft cotton-based fabric generated with a chain stitch weave that imbues exceptional strength and durability. It's a hoodie that thinks it's an heirloom. These details matter because they show this isn't just slapping Tiger's name on generic products. Love it or hate it, Sunday Red is actually trying to innovate. But here's the accessibility problem. When your shoes cost $250 and your ball markers cost $50, you're not exactly growing the game. You're creating an exclusive club, which might actually be the point. Act 7, the reception. Here's where things get complicated. Social media metrics. Sunday Red was the most engaged golf brand in 2024, trailing only Lululemon in the non-golf athletic world. That's huge. The Pebble Beach pop-up shop in October 2024, successful enough that they're expanding it to retail in 750 premium courses by July 2025. Tiger wore the brand to all 4 majors in 2024, generating massive exposure. His son, Charlie, has been wearing Sunday Red shoes during junior tournaments and winning in them, which is fantastic organic marketing. But the reviews are mixed. On one hand, you have genuine praise. Golf Monthly called the Pioneer Cypress shoes a luxurious and high-performing golf shoe fit to don the feet of arguably the game's greatest player. On the other hand, My Golf Spy published an opinion piece titled "Sunday Red is Underwhelming." They even mocked Sunday Red by splitting the word underwhelming. The author wrote, "Based on initial looks and reactions, Sunday Red just isn't stepping up to fill the swoosh-laden shoes that Tiger once wore." The most common criticism? That it's underwhelming for the hype, that the logo looks rushed, that the naming convention is confusing, that the prices are prohibitive. One commenter brutally summarized, "I see nothing about Sunday Red that is either a fashion statement or technological innovation. It's a goofy logo slapped on a product with an expensive price tag." Ouch! But there are also the defenders. It's a luxury brand, not a mass commodity brand. Also, this is almost half the price of a Peter Millar or a Holderness and Bourne cashmere hoodie or sweater. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Sunday Red isn't revolutionary, but it's not garbage either. It's a premium brand with premium quality at premium prices, backed by the most premium name in golf. Act 8, the bigger picture. Let's zoom out for a second. Sunday Red launched at an interesting time in golf. The sport has seen massive growth since COVID, but it's also dealing with the affordability crisis. Green fees are up, equipment is expensive, and now the greatest golfer of all time is selling $175 polos. Some see this as elitist, others see it as capitalizing on golf's luxury segment. Brad Blankenship, Sunday Red's president, doesn't hide their ambitions. "I think over time, our vision is to make a truly lifestyle brand. We want to rival the coolest and best lifestyle brands in the world." They're not trying to be Nike or Adidas, they're trying to be what? Supreme for golfers? Lululemon for the links? Jordan brand, but for a sport with a lot more standing around? The action sports industry veterans they hired suggest they're thinking beyond traditional golf marketing. This is about culture, not just equipment. And there's something fascinating about Tiger's timing. He's 49 years old. He barely plays anymore. His competitive career is essentially over. Most athletes would just ride off into the sunset with their hundreds of millions of dollars. Instead, Tiger is building something for the after. This is his Jordan brand moment, his attempt to turn personal greatness into a business empire. The question is whether golfers want to buy into the mythology of Tiger Woods the same way basketball fans buy into Jordan. Because make no mistake, this is what Sunday Red is selling. Not just clothes or shoes, but a piece of Tiger's legacy. When you wear these clothes, you wear the confidence to compete both on and off the course, their website proclaims. You carry the legacy of a champion. It's aspirational branding at its most explicit. Act 9, the conspiracy theories. Now for the fun part. What are they not telling us? Theory 1. The whole thing is secretly about selling the company. Build it up, get to $200 million in revenue, and then flip it to Adidas or Under Armour for $1 billion. Tiger walks away with a massive payday and retains some equity. Everybody wins. Theory 2. This is actually about signing other golfers. The release mentioned plans to sign male and female golfers, American and international stars starting in 2025. What if the real play is to create the first serious competitor to brands like Nike and Adidas in golf? TaylorMade already sponsors Rory McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, and Dustin Johnson. What if Sunday Red starts dressing them too? Theory 3. The high prices are intentional scarcity. By keeping supply limited and prices premium, they create artificial demand. It's the supreme model. Make people want what they can't easily afford and then slowly expand. Theory 4. Tiger doesn't actually care if it succeeds financially. He's worth over $1 billion. Maybe Sunday Red is just his way of staying relevant in golf while barely playing. It keeps him in conversations, keeps his brand alive, gives him something to do besides rehab his broken body. Theory 5, and this one's a little spicy. The Nike relationship ended because Tiger wanted ownership. Nike said no, and now Tiger is proving that he didn't need them at all. This is ego, not business. Tiger showing the world he's still Tiger, swoosh or no swoosh. The truth? Probably a combination of all of these. Act 10, the verdict so far. So, after all this, where does Sunday Red actually stand? The numbers suggest it's doing fine. Not great, not terrible, just fine. They're on track to hit those $25 million projections for year one. Items are selling out, but they're also getting restocked quickly, suggesting demand is real but manageable. The brand awareness is definitely there. Everyone in golf knows Sunday Red exists, even if they're confused about the name. The legal challenges are concerning, but not catastrophic. Even if they lose and have to redesign the logo, it's an annoyance, not a death blow. The bigger question is longevity. Once the novelty wears off, once Tiger Woods is no longer playing at all, once the limited editions become regular editions, will people still care? Will Sunday Red become the Jordan brand of golf, printing money for decades? Or will it become another failed celebrity brand, a cautionary tale about separating personal greatness from commercial viability? Right now, in September 2025, the answer is to be determined. They've survived the launch, they've proven there's demand, they've established a brand identity, however controversial. But the hard part, the sustainable growth, the cultural staying power, the transition from Tiger's new thing to legitimate brand, that's all still ahead. Final thoughts. Here's what we know for sure. Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer of his generation and one of the richest athletes alive, left Nike after 27 years and $500 million. He launched his own brand with a controversial name, a disputed logo, and prices that make your eyes water. Some items sell out immediately, some sit on digital shelves. Lawsuits are piling up, reviews are mixed, and somehow it's all kind of working. Sunday Red isn't revolutionary, it's not changing the game, but it is Tiger's completely and totally. From the depths of the pockets to the power color to the split word name that drives everyone crazy. And maybe that's enough. Maybe in a world where athletes are increasingly taking control of their own brands and legacies, Sunday Red represents something important. The ability to bet on yourself, even when you've already won everything. Whether that bet pays off, whether Sunday Red hits $200 million in sales, becomes a cultural phenomenon, and rivals the coolest and best lifestyle brands in the world, well, that's still a story being written. One thing's for certain though, love it or hate it, Sunday Red is unmistakably, unapologetically, quintessentially Tiger, and that might just be its greatest strength, or its fatal flaw. Time will tell, but hey, at least the hoodies are fetch.